The clock is ticking, the stakes are sky high, and the future of the NFL is about to be decided. First, get ready to talk money, because we're diving deep into the projected contracts for the 2026 NFL draft class. Heisman Trophy winner Fernando Mendoza is projected to be the #1 overall pick to the Las Vegas Raiders, and experts estimate he could sign for a staggering $54.57 to $58.2 million. But it's not just about the top pick. We'll break down the entire rookie wage scale, contract details by round, and how these deals are completely fixed and unalterable, according to the NFL's collective bargaining agreement. This is about more than just signing bonuses. It's about building dynasties.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Hold on tight, because the draft is almost here. Philadelphia Eagles fans, mark your calendars. The 2026 NFL Draft kicks off in just hours, taking place outside Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. You can catch all the action live on NFL Network, NFL Plus, ESPN, and ESPN Deportes, starting with Round 1 on Thursday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. GM Howie Roseman is prepping for a draft that will impact veterans, free agents, and young players alike. We'll tell you everything you need to know about the dates, times, and how this draft could reshape the league. Which teams are loaded with picks, and which are scrambling to make moves. The Pittsburgh Steelers are entering the 2026 NFL Draft with a league-leading 12 selections. That's thanks to savvy trades, including one with the Dallas Cowboys for wide receiver George Pickens, and a haul of 4 compensatory picks. But it's not just the Steelers. The Baltimore Ravens, Jacksonville Jaguars, and Miami Dolphins are also power players with 11 picks each. We'll break down the draft order, spotlight the top quarterback prospects like Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, and Carson Beck, and reveal which teams have the most and least draft capital. And finally, who's feeling the draft pinch? The Seattle Seahawks are entering the 2026 NFL Draft with a mere 4 selections, the fewest in the league. That's the result of aggressive trades for players like Roy Robertson-Harris and Rashid Shaheed. We'll show you which other teams are short on picks and how they might navigate the draft. Don't miss a single pick, a single trade, a single future star. Stay locked in for complete coverage of the 2026 NFL Draft. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and let's get ready for the future of football. The 2026 NFL Draft is rapidly approaching, set to take place April 23rd through the 25th outside Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. All eyes are on projected top picks like Indiana quarterback Fernando Mendoza, widely expected to be the #1 overall selection by the Las Vegas Raiders, alongside Ohio State linebackers Sonny Styles and Arvell Reese, and Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love. But how much will these rookies actually earn? NFL rookie contracts are unique, fixed, and unalterable, meaning no extensions or renegotiations are allowed until after a player's 3rd season. First-round picks secure a 4-year deal with a 5th-year option, guaranteeing their base salary and contract. The projected top pick in 2026 is estimated to sign for between $54.57 million and $58.2 million, a significant increase from last year's top pick, Cam Ward, who received $48.84 million. In fact, the value of the #1 overall pick has steadily risen over the past 5 years, according to Spotrac data. Stay tuned for all the latest draft coverage and download the channel YouTube app for award-winning news and more. The 2026 NFL Draft is set to begin tonight in Pittsburgh, with the Philadelphia Eagles, like all teams, intensely preparing for the influx of new talent. General Manager Howie Roseman and his scouting team are focused on identifying players who could impact not only immediate roster spots, but also the future of key veterans and existing players. The draft will be held at Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Round 1 kicks off at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Thursday, April 23rd, and will be broadcast live on NFL Network, NFL Plus, ESPN, ESPN2 and ESPN Deportes. Rounds 2 and 3 follow on Friday, April 24th, at 7 p.m. ET, with rounds 4 through 7 concluding the draft on Saturday, April 25th, at noon ET, all on the same platforms. The Eagles currently hold picks 23, 54, 68, 98, 114, 137, 153, 178, and 197. A notable change this year is a reduction in the time between first-round selections, now 8 minutes instead of 10, the first adjustment since 2008. Rounds 2-7 will maintain their existing timing structure. With the 2026 NFL season on the horizon, teams are already strategizing for the critical 2026 NFL Draft, a key opportunity to bolster their rosters. Currently, 6 teams are positioned to make 10 or more selections, giving them significant draft capital. Leading the pack are the Pittsburgh Steelers, who boast an impressive 12 picks, their highest total since 2010. The Steelers acquired one of those picks from the Dallas Cowboys in exchange for wide receiver George Pickens, and also received 4 compensatory selections following player departures including Justin Fields, Najee Harris, Dan Moore, and Russell Wilson. Joining the Steelers with substantial draft resources are the Baltimore Ravens, Jacksonville Jaguars, Miami Dolphins, New England Patriots, and Las Vegas Raiders, each holding 10 or more picks. Notably, the Dolphins are the only team with multiple first-round selections, thanks to a trade with the Denver Broncos. Early evaluations are heavily focused on quarterbacks, with several college prospects drawing significant attention. Among those being watched closely are Fernando Mendoza, Ty Simpson, Garrett Nussmeier, Cade Klubnik, Drew Aller, Carson Beck, Talon Green, Luke Altmaier, and Diego Pavia. The full draft pick count for each team reveals a wide range of opportunities, from the Steelers' 12 selections down to the Cardinals and Commanders with just 6. The draft order is already taking shape, and teams are preparing to make crucial decisions that could shape their futures. The 2026 NFL draft landscape is taking shape, and several teams are facing a significant challenge in bolstering their rosters through the draft. Currently, 5 NFL franchises are projected to have fewer than the standard 7 draft picks, limiting their opportunities to add fresh talent. The Seattle Seahawks find themselves in the most precarious position, holding a mere 4 selections for the 2026 draft. This scarcity stems from previous trades, specifically deals in 2024 for defensive lineman Roy Robertson Harris and the 2025 acquisition of wide receiver Rashid Shaheed, which depleted their day 3 picks. In fact, this represents Seattle's fewest picks since the 2021 draft, a class that yielded no current roster contributors. Joining the Seahawks with limited draft capital are the Falcons, Rams, Texans, and Vikings. Notably, Atlanta is the only team without a first-round pick, having traded it to the Rams during the 2025 draft to secure edge rusher James Pierce Jr. While these teams face an uphill battle, strategic trade downs could potentially alleviate their draft pick shortage. The situation highlights the critical importance of draft capital management in the NFL, as teams navigate the delicate balance between immediate needs and future flexibility.